Yeah, we in here. What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's cracking? Percolating. What's really good news? It's your man Theo Butler. We are in here. Y'all see the title. We are discussing Madam Web. It came out February 14th. That was yesterday. A lot of other stuff came out yesterday. Let's see here. Madam Web came out yesterday. Night Thrasher came out yesterday. Black Panther issue number 9 came out yesterday. There's a lot of stuff came out yesterday. It wasn't just Madam Web, but we're not talking about that stuff. We're talking about Madam Web. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. You like, leave a comment. You don't like, leave a constructive comment. Madam Web came out yesterday. Folks went to go see it. I was not one of those people. Was not one of those people. I told y'all I'm a Spider-Man fan. I am a Spider-Man fan. I am. I like Madam Web. I do. I like Madam Web. What they got to do with the price of tea in China? Nothing. Theo, what do you mean? I'm over a movie studio. I got Spider-Man and I got these Spider-Man IPs. Sony. I'm saying I'm Sony. And I got Peter Parker. If Marvel want to use him, they got to come talk to me. Well, I got everything that's Peter Parker. I got Peter got a lot of stories. Peter, Spider-Man, the Spider-Man mythos, the characters over there, the characters that spun out of Amazing Spider-Man. It's a lot of great characters over there. I'm not. I don't know who brilliant idea that was to give Madam Web a movie. I like Madam Web. I don't know who greenlit that. I don't know. I'm not gonna roast nobody. I'm not gonna make that show. I could, but Madam Web, I said it. I'm a Spider-Man fan, right? I'm a Spider-Man fan. I like Spider-Man. I'm not doing no Madam Web movie. Here we go. You ready? Spider-Man fans. Watch Spider-Man on Fox back in the day? Kids? Okay. You remember the Madam Web story arc on Spider-Man? Right. The cartoon. Tell me the movie was better than the cartoon. If you went to go see the movie, tell me the movie was better than Madam Web's story arc, and I got some money for you. Of course, you got to be telling the truth. You just can't say it. What's going on, Groovy P? Ronnie J in the building. Yeah, you. All I'm saying is did the trailers? Did the trailer make sense? Did the trailer make sense? No, the trailer didn't make sense. Did the trailer get you stoked? No, the trailer did not get you stoked. Well, did you happen to go by the comic book store? Because I've been going by it. You see any Madam Web one-shots? No, you don't. You see any Madam Web 4-issue limited series? No. There are not even any action figures in the stores to promote this movie. Okay, well, what made folks think this movie was going to do well? Like, this was a lame duck walking. I be trying to tell people get excited about stuff. No, it's I don't know why the studio the studio didn't even believe in the movie. The studio, superhero fatigue. No, you know when you got bad product. You know when you got bad product. You even yourself as a person. We could be getting ready to play some 5-on-5 pickup basketball. We could. My team against your team. If the teams don't look even when we pick them, well, the person who ain't got the team that looked the best, they got realistic expectations. Man, probably finna lose this one. Probably gonna have to run it back again. Hey man, you got down that. Yeah, all right, dog, I'm gonna run with you. You knew you had a bad product. Spider-Man fans knew you. The only person that was capping for Madam Web were the stands. And that's what y'all seem to keep listening to. I'm finna segue this thing on out. I'm finna segue it because I don't think it take too much for me to talk about. Was it that bad? I told y'all you never know who looking at you and everything like that. John Campion came out the movie theater laughing at it. He tried to make it sound like it was good first, like y'all don't believe a word I'm saying. No, and he just went ham. Like the movie was bad from the opening credit, but who needed to go to see it to know that that's what that was? Like that's not Madam Web, and that by and large is part of the problem with the movie studios. Whoever is around there, whoever doing stuff like that, they want to tell their own story. As far as Spider-Man fans are concerned, Madam Web is an elderly lady with gray hair and she blind. She got a long red dress on. She sit in a chair, got like some a metal spider web behind her, hence the name Web. That's it. Oh, I don't know what this was y'all tried to give Spider-Man fans, but Spider-Man fans, I'm a Spider-Man fan, but I'm a Black Panther fan. Well, if I'm gung-ho about T'Challa, it's Spider-Man, and when I say I'm gung-ho about T'Challa, I'm gung-ho about T'Challa and all surrounding characters of T'Challa. Well, you got Spider-Man fans that are gung-ho about Peter Parker and all surrounding characters. You ain't got Mary Jane right. You ain't done that right. Could have. You did not get Aunt May right. Then you killed her off. They don't know. It seemed to be you just don't want to cast nobody right. Like Aunt May was supposed to be old. No, you want to throw who you thought was going eye candy. Even had Tony flirt with her as if that was going to move the needle. No, it didn't. Now you got Madam Web. Who is this? Who is that? Because Madam Web showed up in the comics with gray hair. Who is, so you finna use the movie to give a backstory to Madam Web and expect people to shell out? Y'all know there's some good coffee. Oh, I normally don't agree with John Campion, but from watching the Madam Web trailer, I knew the movie was going to be hot. You got brand new Spider characters, ain't none of them established. They ain't got no relationship with Peter. This for the new fan, huh? This for the diehard superhero fan that just want a superhero movie. They don't even care. That's what this for. Well, it is what it is. So going on over here, segue. Fantastic Four. Let's talk about the Fantastic Four. Yes, because I think that's going to be funny. No, seriously. I think it's going to be funny from now to the time it actually released. I think it's going to be funny because folks are, now mind you, this ain't my movie. This ain't my movie. This ain't my movie. But we just need to understand folks already feeling some type of way about the casting. Now, why is that? Why do I bring that up? That people are feeling some type of way about the casting. Well, I don't like the Fantastic Four as much as I like Spider-Man. But there are some people that do like the Fantastic Four, and they're not happy. Now, who you think you need this? Who you making this movie for? See, I can do this all day. Who you making this movie for? Are you making this movie for the general audience, or are you making this movie for Fantastic Four fans? Because if you're making this movie for the general audience, they don't know who the Fantastic Four is. And if you making this movie for Fantastic Four fans, you just pissed them off again. I don't. Let me go over this casting real quick. And first and foremost, let me tip me. Me. Folks felt some type of way about the first two Fantastic Four films. Rightfully so, wrongfully so. Let me just say this from a visual aesthetic perspective. Chris Evans, that's a good casting for Johnny Storm. What's the young lady's name? Jessica Alba? Is that a name? Am I getting it right? That was a nice casting for Sue Storm. The guy who played Reed Richards, don't know him. Visually speaking, that was Reed. The Thing, Ben Grimm, the brother that played on the Shield on FX or whatever. Michael Chiklis is his name. Great actor in my mindset. Great actor. I would have preferred CGI because he wasn't tall enough once he was transformed into the Thing. But personality, the actually characteristics of the character, Michael Chiklis did his thing. So I believe, to me, the castings in the first two Fantastic Four films, spot on. You had something to like, you had some believability and everything like that. There are some people that had problems with the plot. Hey, understandable. Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. And this is a period piece because it's set in the 60s. So right off the rip, because Reed is a European male. Okay, that's another race swap. That's another race swap. So you put yourself behind the 8 ball when you didn't need to with that one. Then it's a period piece. Thus, the Fantastic Four predate the Avengers. Well, you haven't done a great job. You being Marvel Studios, you haven't done a great job in the past 3-4 years when it comes to continuity. So you finna put yourself once again, like you did with the Eternals, having to explain why certain characters weren't around. You're not good at it. You're not good at it. Do you know why you're not good at it? Because you don't read comics. Not only do you not read comics, you don't hire people that read comics. Thus, you keep putting yourself in a situation where you finna basically, it's disappointing. I know some people are rooting for y'all to fail. I'm not one of them people. I'm a comic book fan, but I can call it when I see it, and damn, you're stuck on stupid. You're stuck on stupid. You got the Fantastic Four. They've been MIA. Don't write them as if they already been out there. No, bring them in as brand new. You don't have the comic book knowledge to establish them in a timeline. You don't. You still can't explain why that damn. You still can't explain why that Celestial is sticking up there like that. And you wrote it like that. That is the dumbest piece of writing, point blank, period. Well, not dumbest. It's one of them. So now you got Pedro Pascal. That's not Reed. Kevin, what you just did was you just showed the world once again, you don't care about the comics. This is your vision. I don't know what it's going to take for you to understand that, Kevin, people don't like your vision. I'm sorry. As Usher saying, truth hurts. Nobody likes your vision. Nobody. So you got Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm. Well, let me just help you out. Sue Storm is a hottie. I don't talk about Sue Storm like that, but Sue Storm is that MILF. Yeah, that's who Sue Storm is. She's a MILF. Sorry. Oh, Namor want to come see about her. Dr. Doom like, hey, I'll be the godfather. T'Challa like, if Reed wasn't my best friend. She's a MILF. She's stacked. Carl Carlton said, she bold and beautiful. She bad. Every sense of beauty ooze of a lover had. She's a bad mamma jamma. She is. She's a bad mamma jamma. Mary Jane is a bad mamma jamma. Gwen Stacy is a bad mamma jamma. Jessica Jones, Spider-Woman, is a bad mamma jamma. Carol Danvers is a bad mamma jamma. I don't understand what it is, but we just want to keep hiring frail women to be superheroes. You hiring these women who look like they can't even bench press their own body weight, dude. Who this for? You? The lone piece of eye candy you fixing to have in this movie for men, and I'm not disrespecting the young lady Vanessa Kirby. That's not Sue Richards. That's not Sue Richards. It's not. Okay. Well, who is Johnny Storm? Because I'm looking at this dude. Joseph Quinn, that's not Chris Evans. And I'm very, very, how can I put it? I'm very, very comfortable in my heterosexuality to say that ain't Chris Evans. It ain't. And what costumes you finna have? You finna have them walk around in some white boots and some white gloves. I see you going for the science motif. They're scientists. I get that. You got them with the baggy pants. We're not doing the tights. I'm feeling that. I'm with you. White boots and white gloves. I'm gonna keep up with this nose. This casting turned me off from the movie, and Kevin said the Fantastic Four is too white. Says who? Says who? Who is Kevin Feige to say it's too white? Give me one brother or sister that complained about the makeup of the Fantastic Four. I ain't never had a problem with the Fantastic Four. Why? Because you know what? That's real. White folk don't always hang with everybody all the damn time. We don't do that. We go around, it's just us. Okay, well, they can have some scientists. You say it's too white. Well, here we go. Isn't there a side character with the Fantastic Four that's Native American? Maybe if you picked up a book, Kevin, you could solve your diversity problem without having to shove it down folks' throat. If you picked up a book, or if you hired folks that cared about the comics, you would have your diversified characters staring you right there in your face if you knew the comics. Let's play a game. My bad. I don't have to do it. Wyatt Wingfoot. It's crazy because the character is known well enough to pop up in Marvel Ultimate Alliance. That's crazy. Talk in everything. You interact with the character. That's crazy. You don't know who that is? That's a Native American. That problem solved. Problem solved. No race swapping, no gender bending needed. He's right. He's literally right there. You could have had him in the movie from beginning to end. He could have been Johnny's best friend. When the Fantastic Four get exposed to them rays and everything, he could be. Man, I'm so glad I didn't get on that plane with y'all. He's right there. That solves your diversity problem. Fantastic Four fans, they ain't seen him in a minute. I'm saying Fantastic Four fans, because Fantastic Four fans, they ain't seen him in a minute. Guess what? You just showed them you know comics. You just, mind you, I don't read the Fantastic Four like that. But as a kid, I do remember Wyatt Wingfoot. I do know he wasn't white. Thus, and me and you in the same age group. Thus, if I was doing a Fantastic Four movie today and I felt like the movie, see, it's not the Fantastic Four you should be concerned about. Is the movie too white? Well, Wyatt Wingfoot. He saw that white problem. The Fantastic Four is a white superhero team. And I don't know one black person had a problem with it. We want to be on the Fantastic Four, and we have been. It's T'Challa, and oh, you killed off T'Challa. See how I did that? That was too easy. That was too easy. The diversity problem for the Fantastic Four, you could have did a Fantastic Four 2, where Reed and Sue had to dip, and T'Challa and Aurora were now members of the Fantastic Four, comic book canon. That solves your diversity problem. But you can't see the forest for the trees. Like I said, you don't know how to write continuity. See, when you had the Black Panther IP, you were supposed to, because when you had the Black Panther IP, you was negotiating to get the Fantastic Four IP. You were supposed to play the long game. T'Challa should never have been killed off because you should have been looking down the road at this. Because here's what I'm going to tell you right now. Nobody is accepting a Black Panther Fantastic Four movie with Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards and TJ taking up the role of his father. That movie is DOA. When it didn't have to be. No, you either could have cast John Krasinski as Reed Richards. Folks like that. You seem to be opposed. You seem to don't want to do what fans like that they will pay money for. That's the damnedest thing to me. I guess because you want the credit for it. You could have had John Krasinski. You could have recast T'Challa. You get to this point, right? You got T'Challa and Reed. Reed want to dip. Him and Sue, they need to go just get away. Spend them time, a couple time together. You could have brought in T'Challa and Aurora for Fantastic Four 3 or Fantastic Four 4, but you couldn't see the forest for the trees. I ain't mad at Joseph Quinn. That's not Chris Evans. So, and it's women. What female? See, this is when you had your focus group. What females told you when you looked at who you might cast for Johnny Storm? What females told you, because that's supposed to be Mr. Sexy Flexy in the Fantastic Four, what females told you he was it? Oh, was Zac Efron? The women, I'm not a woman. The women have been telling you who they wanted. The women. Are you telling me that Zac Efron can't act? The boy been acting since he was a kid. Are you telling me the dude can't act? That's easy money. Easy money. Who finna buy these action figures? No, because we talking over here. We talking over here. We ain't just talking movies. No, we talking everything about the movie. We talking production. We talking marketing. And I know something about marketing. I know something about production too. Who buying them action figures? Stay right there. Who buying them? I got the Fantastic Four. I do. I got the Fantastic Four. I got them. I got them. So who finna buy that? Because I got them in all black. That's the costume that I prefer. I got them in black. Walgreens, Walgreens did the whole blue thing. Okay, well, it's quite a few Fantastic Four action figures out there. Hey, Kevin, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Hasbro, this dude finna cost y'all some money. Ain't nobody finna sit up there. That Sue Storm action figure is not finna look better than the one that I got. I'm sorry. Because the one that I got, she low-key thick from the waist down. I don't know what to tell you. So what we finna do here? And you finna have that? No. Pedro Pascal, his head ain't long enough. It's his head need to be long. His head too round. I'm not buying that. Well, you talk to Kevin. Kevin, have you talked to action figure collectors? Have you? Do you even care? Because that's part of your marketing budget. It is. Let me help you out. Make some Fantastic Four sweaters. Make some long sleeve Fantastic Four shirts, thin, thick, make them. So guys can go just get them an FF shirt. Ladies can get them an FF shirt. That'll help you. It will, so folks can do the cosplaying. But the merch ain't gonna make it. You might be able to get the Fantastic car out there. I don't know how much you're gonna pay for it though. The Lego set might make some money. The Lego set might make some money. Mind you, comic book fans already know how this is. Reed ain't finna become a Latino all of a sudden. So what you doing on the big screen is not gonna translate over to the comics, hurting your movie sales. Hurting your movie sales. So the movie ain't gonna line up with the comic at all. At all. Everybody in the Fantastic Four, they white. And no one that reads Fantastic Four comic books has a problem with that. And it's not just white people that read Fantastic Four comic books. It's not. It's not. So that's not what that's gonna be. And the European male, by and large, is who you have to satisfy when it comes to all comic book related items. By and large, that's the number one demographic. You pissing this dude off again for the umpteenth time. That's crazy. I don't know how you doing it, because Kevin, you I find it hard to believe that I have way more insight, Kevin, into. That's crazy, because I can't even believe I'm getting ready to say this, because I'm and some of them gonna watch this video and they're gonna be like, he right. I'm finding it hard to believe that I got way more insight in regards to folks that look like you than you do. Like, I care more about what they think when it comes to all things comic book related, not ashamed of it, than you do. Like, I'm actually locked into them. You need eye candy for Sue Storm. That was why Jessica Alba got cast. Now, they didn't treat her right on set, because you don't want to run up on Sue Storm. Like, you don't want to run up on Sue Storm. Like, let her be the nice one, because low-key, she could generate an invisible force field inside of you and explode you from the inside out. She is her. So she ain't the damsel in distress. That ain't what that is. This young lady looks more like a fashion model than Sue Storm. See, this me. I'm giving her. She looked more like a runway model than Sue Storm. Sue Storm is a myth. Pedro Pascal, I don't know what I don't know what we thinking. I don't. He looked like Pedro Pascal. No. He looked like Pedro Pascal. He don't look like Reed Richards. He's never going to convince somebody he's Reed Richards. No, that's Pedro Pascal. Okay. Eben Moss, I'm thinking voice, right? We're gonna have the CGI, the thing. We're gonna see what it's gonna do. But Joseph Quinn, I hope he get in the gym. I hope he get in the gym, because there's quite a few females. Remember Chris Evans having a towel on from the waist down, shirtless, doing this right here. This Chris Evans we talking about now. You want to talk about somebody. You want to talk about might not being able. Think about who he following behind now. Y'all like, Theo, no. Y'all need to think about who because every last dude he followed behind. Let me see Joseph Quinn without a shirt on, because he falling behind some people. He falling behind some people, and I know. Hold on, I know some folks feel some type of way about Michael B. Jordan being casted. Oh no, he got to eat. Oh no, he got to get in the weight room. He really got to get. Oh no, bro, no. He either got to get in the weight room or he can't take his shirt off. Good God Almighty Jesus, no. That ain't Anthony Mackie. That ain't Darwin. That damn show ain't Michael B. Jordan. Oh good God, that's not Zac Efron. That ain't Chris Evans. Hey, he can't do that. He not knocking. He look right now. He looked more like Tanaka Huerta before Tanaka Huerta went in the gym. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. These Diesel, the Rock with me nation moderator in the building. Yeah, too white. Y'all didn't say it. I don't know who had a problem with the cast. And mind you, Jessica Alba not white. I like Theo. No, she tell you herself. Ain't she Latino? All right then. Well, and mind you, watch this. You said the cast was too white. There are quite a few Latinos that look white that would have made a better casting. Like you watch this. I'm going back in the time machine. Ricardo Montalban back in the day would have been a better Reed Richards based on his acting on The Love Boat and The Wrath of Khan than Pedro Pascal. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but you seen The Wrath of Khan, you seen The Love Boat. You remember this dude. You remember him. You remember Ricardo Montalban. I don't think that's a far stretch. The tan is gonna throw it all because my boy got a tan. But no, he's more Reed Richards than yeah. So I don't think that's I don't think I think if you see Ricardo Montalban standing in front of you right now, and I'm talking about not Love Boat, Fantasy Island. That's what I'm saying. Fantasy Island. You see him in that white suit, standing looking at you. You see his hair. I see his hair. That could be Reed Richards. That's more Reed Richards than Pedro Pascal. I don't know how we finna do that. Because have y'all seen Pedro Pascal without his mustache? Because Reed ain't got no mustache. I know they're drawn with a beard and everything. But anyway, keep up with these notes. And get this, those two movies were directed by like I said, some people had a problem with the story. I like the casting. What's up? What's going on, RC? Hey, now I heard the movie crashed. Here we go. Madam Web. I'm gonna come back. Remember when I said I keep saying it pays to touch these IPs in all facets? I keep saying that. And I say that me and D-Real, we touch them in all facets. Okay, well, we go to the comic book store every week. Did y'all hear anything about me and D-Real talking about a Madam Web comic book coming out? Number one shot, 4-issue limited series. Did y'all hear that? Nope. Know what that means? They ain't build up no anticipation for the movie. Okay, well, that's marketing. You setting that movie up for failure. Lame duck walking. Okay. Me and D-Real collect action figures. Have you heard me or D-Real talk about a Madam Web action figure? Mind you, the figure don't exist. Let me say it one more time. The Madam Web action figure does not exist. Had they put this action figure out, I'm talking about the comic book related, the comic book accurate. Well, you probably got to have her sitting in a chair. You got to have a diorama set piece behind her with the webs and everything. That action figure is probably $29.99 once they release it. 20, if not 40. If not 40, you get her with the gray hair, the red glasses, her red dress and everything like that, the long red dress. You get the chair. It's quite, I don't know one Hasbro action figure collector that wouldn't have jumped on that action figure. I don't know one. Now, if you do the movie version one, they probably gonna sit there like this. I don't really want that. But there are no action figures to promote the Madam Web movie. None. None. Okay, that's a lame duck walking. You ain't got no comic book build up, no comic book tie-in. This story low-key ain't never showed up in Marvel Comics before. So you just doing your own daggone thing with this one. You ain't got no action figures. Okay, well, that's the action figures. That's for me. I'm a guy. They not really looking at girls, women, females when they talk. Okay, well, where's the female merch at? Where's the female merch at? You could have did something. Madam Web does wear glasses. They're your shades right there. Them your shades right there. Okay, where's the Madam Web dolls at? Because it ain't but one male in that movie, and he is the villain. Okay, where the Madam Web dolls? Not action figures. Where the Madam Web dolls for the girls? Where that's at? No? Okay. Where the mask and stuff at? Because you had an Ironheart mask. Strange. You had an Ironheart mask, but you didn't do no Shuri mask. That's crazy. Because you did a T'Challa mask for Black Panther. You did do that. You did an Ironheart mask for Black Panther too. You ain't do no Shuri mask. As a matter of fact, low key, our daughters don't really have anything for Shuri as the Black Panther. That's crazy because she has been a Black Panther, but you didn't give us anything except for the Shuri action figure as Black Panther. You didn't do anything for our daughters. Our daughters don't have a 12-inch Black Panther doll. They should. They should. You ain't got that though. So now I'm scratching my head. My daughters don't have access to that. They got Shorty in a motorcycle outfit. They got Okoye in her Dora Milaje outfit, and I got Nakia in her Atlantean swim attire. But I don't have a 12-inch doll. I got a 12-inch Titan of T'Challa. I got a 12-inch Titan of Eric Killmonger. I don't have a 12-inch doll of Shorty as the Black Panther. And I've never heard anybody mention that either, which is crazy because that movie wasn't for me. But we're not talking about Black Panther. No, we're talking about Madam Web. Same difference. Ain't no dolls for Madam Web. Okay, well, how good you want this movie to do? Because even Venom got an action figure. I'm talking about the Venom from the Sonyverse. Even he has an action figure. He got action figure. Nobody over here. Nobody. And of course, that's part of the problem when we're talking about movies, action movies, superhero movies that are heavily female driven. For this movie to be successful, like Wonder Woman, you must respect the source material. What Sony did was just did their own thing, and they put Madam Web on it as if that was going to move the needle. No differently than if somebody just does a movie and puts Spider-Man on it, and it has little to nothing to do with Spider-Man. That's what Sony did. Well, you're not going to be successful like that. And I don't know. Now you got me concerned because I like the actor that's playing Kraven, and I think you set him up for failure. I think you set him up for failure. I'm gonna keep up with these notes though. Let's see here. Remove Nick Fury. Avengers 1 was 100. The only good Fantastic Four movie was the first one, Hell. Although I've yet to see an interpretation of Silver Surfer that knocks my socks off like the comic books do. Absolutely. I liked it. I understand they had their opportunity, but I did like it. Wyatt is Jennifer's main squeeze. Now, why am I highlighting that comment by D. Stevens? Kevin, this is when I'm talking to you. You got She-Hulk. Live action. This is why I don't understand why we're doing certain things. She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, live action. Wyatt Wingfoot, they have a relationship. She-Hulk has been a member of the Fantastic Four. Do you understand what you're doing by doing this period piece? Do you understand how you got to write it? Because now you got to explain where they were missing, why they were missing when the Avengers were on deck. Okay, how are you going to establish, because you don't know how to do it. That's the whole thing. I'm asking a rhetorical question to where you can have these relationships play out on film, relationships that comic book fans such as D. Steezel will be able to sit back and say, oh, yeah. Now, mind you, this goes back to me saying you felt the Fantastic Four was too white. Well, if you got Wyatt Wingfoot showing up in the first movie, see, that's your concern. It shouldn't be the team is too white. The team is what it is. Your concern should be the movie. Is the movie too white for the general audience? If you do your due diligence, no, it's not. No, it's not. But the fact that I can sit on here and throw a flag on the play when you say the Fantastic Four is too white, because there are going to be some people, YouTubers, critics, who are going to say the movie is too woke. They're going to be using that word the wrong way. It's going to piss me off as soon as they say it, because it's like, stop taking our stuff. Stop taking stuff we do and just bending it to your damn usage. Woke is not your word. You don't know what it means. And honestly, you don't care. And that's part of the problem. When it comes to stuff that me and my people do, you don't care. You want to switch it and bend it and make it your own, thus devaluing it. I don't want to hear woke come out of anybody else's mouth anymore unless you're going to use it in its proper context. I'm just telling you, it pisses me off when y'all do it. You're disingenuous and low-key. I know this might make people feel uncomfortable. Low-key, I feel like you're a bigot when you do it. Yes, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant, and that's me being as nice. I low-key feel like everybody that uses the word woke, the way they use it, you're a low-key bigot, because you know damn good word that word didn't originate in your culture, did not originate in your ethnicity. So Fantastic Four is not a woke movie. No different than The Marvels wasn't a woke movie. The Eternals was not a woke movie. Let me just keep saying it was not a woke. Barbie was not a woke movie. You know what a woke movie was? School Days was a woke movie. That was a woke movie. School Days. Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee, that was a woke movie. I want to mention some names so bad, but I don't. Ignorance is going to be ignorance, but y'all get the gist. Black Widow was not a woke movie. Watch this. Black Panther 2 was not a woke movie. Not for the reasons you think it was. And that's the problem. You can't speak to woke. You want to politicize everything, make everything about a gender, make everything about, no, you don't know what the word means. Ask a black person. If you don't know what woke means, ask a brother or sister. We'll tell you. How about having us on some of these damn lives, when you panel discussion, when you use the word woke, so we can tell you that's not it. You're using that word wrong. Huh? Yeah. There's no such thing as woke politics unless the woke politics pertain to a brother or sister being aware of how politics are being used against them, specifically them, not against you, not against your grandmama, not against this person. No, unless them people black, woke ain't got nothing to do with you. I didn't mean to go on that tangent, but felt like we need to get that out of the way. These things say all facts. Disney likes rotating their actors. That's why Pedro was Reed. Disney don't like making no money. If that's their game plan, they don't like making no money, which is crazy because I don't know how people still keep their job. Y'all hit them likes for this game. Hey man, I appreciate it if y'all could. Please and thank you. What's going on, bro? What's going on, Big Rashad? What's going on, brother? What's going on, man? Just hey, we looking at the Fantastic Four. You know what I don't even believe? I got $10 right now. You say, Theo, no, I got $10. I got $10 on it, $10, a friendly wager, like Skip and Shannon used to do. I like cherry Dr. Pepper. We can put a case on it. Hey, Theo, what you talking about? I'm a comic book fan. I don't run away from that. Folks shouted me out in Captain America, the first Avenger, as a comic book fan. They had the android Human Torch sitting right there, and I got the heebie-jeebies. Yes, I did. I got the heebie-jeebies because I'm a comic book fan. I got a case. The movie ain't even being made yet, so this easy. It should be easy for me to lose a case of Dr. Pepper. It should be easy. I got a case of Dr. Pepper saying they don't pay no homage to the original Human Torch when Johnny Storm take that name. Won't reference him, won't show him. Won't reference him, won't show him, won't acknowledge him. I got a case of cherry Dr. Pepper on it. Whatever soda you want, I got a case on it. I got a case on it. Which is, I'm like, I got a case on it. Because that's where Johnny took the name from. I got a case on it. They won't even acknowledge it. I got a case on it. What's going on, Afro? What's going on? I got a case on it. Zac Efron has a few duds, especially when he tries comedy, but he can definitely act. He gets better and better. He always puts the work in. That's my thing. I notice I never said anything about them scripts because I never touched them script because I don't believe he's been given something great yet to work with. And I think people do get the movies he's been in confused with his ability to act. Nah, he can act. I like him as an actor. I'm not going to act like that. What's going on? Wingfoot is great. He saved the day when the FF met Reed's father, FF 270, 273 on Other Earth. Afro, you sound like a comic book fan. Might you be a comic book fan? I love the knowledge. I love the knowledge. Sound like a comic book fan. Nico, hey Theo, might want to pump your brake. Fox Tim Stewart already and up them on the Fantastic Car in his 07 movie. I still fantasize about that to this day. When you say pump my brakes, you realize I was talking about merch, right? Forget the Fantastic Car showing up in the movies. We talking merch, Nico. You need the Fantastic Car on the shelves for your 6-inch action figures. Mind you, some might say that that would require it being a HasLab project. I would push back and say, no, it doesn't. What you need to do is not want it to be a HasLab project, nor require it to be a HasLab project if you're Hasbro. You want to generate sales on this, by and large, your hat is going to be hung on merch that has nothing to do with the action figures. Because I don't know who's going to say, I have to have these action figures. First of all, Valeria Richards is out there as an action figure, and Franklin Richards is out there as an action figure. They went with a blue and white color palette. Well, the most popular Fantastic Four action figures are not the ones in the blue and white palette, nor is it the ones in the blue, mostly blue and black palette. No, it's not. In the action figures, it's the ones who are mostly black with blue gloves and blue boots that generate interest in the action figure market. Okay, well, Kevin, what you doing? See, Nico, I be trying to tell you. I be trying to tell you. I be trying to drop that knowledge on you. You come in. Let me say it like this. I come into a room, I want to listen first. Listen. Now, this free game, listening is a skill. It's not too many people that possess it. Because listening means you can't be thinking of what you want to say while I'm talking. And Nico, I love you, but you come in that youthful exuberance, you want to make a splash. You want to be known. You want to be seen when you walk into the room. Well, the only person that wants to be seen when they walk into a room, and let me just say this, is somebody to a degree who's suffering from an inferiority complex. You shouldn't want to be seen. There's a difference between being seen and being noticed. A dude that smell good, a dude that's groomed well, a dude that's dressed nice. I'm here to tell you from personal experience. I'm 5'8.5". I walked into a club and have been noticed and never opened my mouth. You sit back, you listen, you observe, you take the temperature. You say you want to be the king of Wakanda. You keep announcing your presence when you enter the room. Black Panthers don't do that. We don't announce our presence. When you know we there, it's too late. Learn to listen, brother. Stay in the flow of the conversation. Get this knowledge. Because, see, this is the thing. You got a page. You got a page. It's going to be people that's going to be following you. You a leader on your page. Well, Nico, what you leading them to? Are you leading them to be emotional when they shouldn't be? Are you leading them to be loud when they should be silent? Are you showing them how to participate in active listening? I.e., let me shut my thoughts down and listen to what this person has to say. Let me not think of a response. Let me not listen just to respond, but let me listen to understand. If you listen to understand, you should know by now how merch affects the movie industry. If you were listening to the video, you will understood that when I mentioned the Fantastic Car, it had nothing to do with which movie it was showing up in. It had everything to do with how are you going to make money off of merch. The Fantastic Car, considering the number of Fantastic Four action figures you've released, by and large, the Fantastic Car is all you got to hang your hat on. I said that earlier in the video. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. I'm waiting until Madam Web leaves the theaters, and then I'm gonna check it out for cheap. LOL. Same way I did with Blue Beetle. Not every comic book movie is worth me happily driving. No, you boy, listen, you said something then. Then Theo, I think your brother D Real made a recent video about Wakanda Resurrection Altar. Marvel Studios could easily resurrect T'Challa that way and continue his story. Me, listen, my brother D Real be on it. That's another Black Panther historian. The resurrection altar is definitely there. As I spoke on it yesterday, it's a lot of stuff going on with Bass. And shout out to Buckminster. Bass not surrendering to T'Challa like that. Like that's what that is. But we as Black Panther fans understand that. Now, with that being the case, by and large, the cast and crew never said they were Black Panther fans. They never said they gave two damns about the character. Nate Moore said what he had to say. Well, to get people to fall in love with Wakanda, we got to first get them to fall in love with T'Challa. Well, the only reason we know about Wakanda is because of T'Challa, and you got rid of him, so you never gave two damns about him. So we gonna take your lead. You don't give two damns about T'Challa, you don't give two damns about the MCU. But in regards to that, they don't care. The resurrection altar would have been nice. King Solomon Fraud would have been nice, but we didn't see Bass show up in MCU how many times as compared to other deities. Now I can't have that conversation with someone who just says they care, because they're not gonna lock in. But Bass is a deity. Okay, we didn't see Khonshu. Okay, we saw Hercules. Hercules didn't got more screen time than Bass. And I really want to say Bass has been in at least 2-3 movies. She ain't getting no screen time at all. Well, who gonna fight for Bass? Who give a damn about Bass? It's the craziest thing, because that is the Avatar. Okay, well, I know we talk about Black Panther on this channel ad nauseum. We talk about Black Panther on D Real's channel. We point out the inconsistencies. We point out the hypocrisies and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it really is on another person. Like we can't do nothing about it. You got folks. I'm just gonna say me and D Real gonna keep beating that drum. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna keep beating that drum. Check with shout out on Popcorn in Your Beard podcast. Absolutely. Tim Story made Albert say that the Doom in the 07 movie too. Agreed, Vanessa Kirby is too long and lanky. Folks think I'm wrong. She a MILF. Sue Storm and MILF. We supposed to look at Sue and be like, because what we supposed to be looking at is like, Reed is a nerd. He a scientist. That's what that is. We supposed to be looking at Reed like, how you pull her? Like, boy, you was bench pressing way above your max when you got Sue, huh? Like, Sue is supposed to be the female that you would never, because she's a brilliant scientist. Sue is a scientist too. Sue is supposed to be that scientist, that female that you think ain't smart because of how she look, but she is. That's not that. That's not that. That's not that. That's not. People get that thing twisted. No, Sue is a scientist. She is, but you supposed to not expect her to be as smart as she is because of how she look. That's not it. She could really. This young lady could be a school teacher. She's not, but she could be an English teacher. She not, but she looked more like a runway model than a MILF. I ain't saying. Pedro looks like, watch this, and probably would have made a better Count Nefaria. Just like Tanaka Huerta would have made a better Hector Ayala. But what do I know? I just read comics. Why not have Chris Evans as the Beyonder? The Beyonder took Steve Rogers' form. See, you sound like you read comics. And if you read comics, you know you can't get no job working at Marvel. You keep throwing out these ideas that make sense to a comic book fan, but that's the problem. It makes sense to a comic book fan, and Marvel Comics is not interested in stuff that makes sense to a comic book fan. So, Afro, you're gonna have to come with something else. I don't understand why people are mad that white characters are white. It ain't people that's mad that white characters white. That's the propaganda that they want to keep selling. The character white. The character white, the character white. I grew up reading the white character. I don't ever remember me being mad that Peter Parker was white. I just wish I could do some of the stuff that Peter could do. Well, I got Miles. Ain't nobody think about making Peter black. I ain't need Peter to be black. Black Peter ain't me. That's just Peter with blackface on. Give me my own character. That's what I keep asking for. Give me, don't make my, do not. Wally West, Walter West, whatever you want to call it. That's Wally with blackface on. It may sound, I know that may sound controversial, but no, Iris West Allen. Theo, no. I grew up reading her, so I'm not finna do that. That's Iris West Allen with blackface on. That's to make me feel good. I like Candace Patton. I do. I want to see her do something else. I do. But she's never been Iris West Allen. To who? You can't have one CW fan go have an honest conversation with a comic book fan about Iris West Allen. And I don't care nothing about them cartoons. When I look at them cartoons on DC, we got Crisis on Infinite Earth. This is me compartmentalizing as a comic book fan. I'm looking to see how comic book accurate it is. Okay. They're gonna show me Iris West Allen, her love story with Barry and everything like that. Let me tell you what my mindset is while I'm watching this. I'm not acknowledging her as a black character. I'm so sorry. I know that might offend some people. It might offend the voice actress, but because I know that character ain't changing in the comics and never has, when I look at it, I'm just like, yeah. For all intents and purposes, that cartoon character, that's Iris West Allen, that's pigmentation is brown. When I look at it, as far as I'm concerned, it might as well be Caucasian, because I'm like, no, you're not doing that in the comics. You're not doing that in the comics. And I'm not buying into false representation. I'm not doing that. I'm not. Think about that for a second. You see the cartoons, you see the television show, you walk your child into the comic book store to buy this comic book, and them characters look completely different. I'm not doing that. And he's old enough to have a daughter, Whitney Frost and Madame Mash. Okay. That doggone D. Steezel, be dropping knowledge like it. Boy, listen, I love to rock with the nation. Women go see eye candy the same way men do. They need to grow up. But look, man, listen, and I ain't even mad at that. If somebody cast me in a role today and they say, Theo, you playing the role of this character, and I look in the comic book and the character on swole, I'm like, when we start shooting, when we start shooting, hey, we start shooting in a year. Let me go get started then. If the character yoked up in the comics, I'm in decent shape. I'm not in superhero shape. Oh, I got to go get in superhero shape. I need to be able to do what Michael B. Jordan did. I need to be able to do like this here, take my shirt off and have the women go crazy. Yes. And I need to be able to go on these little interview circuits and everything like that. Like, well, how you been, man? Listen, man, my workout plan, you got me working. Yeah, I need all that. So yeah, I need everybody to understand, when you playing the role of a superhero, go get Sexy Flexy. You should be cast as Sexy Flexy already. And that's I don't know how he finna fall behind Chris Evans and Michael B. Jordan. Not the way he look now. You got to go get in the gym. You got to go get in the gym. You got to. You got to. It ain't no disrespect. It ain't no disrespect. You just got to go get in the gym. You, Mr. Quinn, you got to go get in the gym. Chris Evans, did y'all see the interview from old girl? Did y'all see? Was she the young lady that played Captain Carter? Did y'all see the thing? Because when she touched Chris Evans' chest, when they rotated him up, when he had been transformed and everything like that, she said she was just overwhelmed at his physique. She couldn't help but touch it. That wasn't written in there. She couldn't believe the dude was on swole like that. Well, I seen quite a few sisters go ham over Michael B. Jordan. Well, damn it, I can't be casting no superhero. I can't be casting no action movie. I'm cast as an action movie. I'm trying to get the same result. I'm trying to get the same oohs and ahs that they got. Mr. Quinn, you got your work cut out. Good God Almighty Jesus. Good luck with that one. Because you got to do the heavy lifting. And when I say heavy lifting, you the one that it's you and Sue. It's you and Sue. She the eye candy for the dudes. You the eye candy for the women. So good luck. You got a lot of work on you. Listen, that's a lot of pressure. Ricardo is a very intellectual individual. He is. I love the late great Ricardo Montalban as an actor. He was that dude to me. Wrath of Khan, and everything like that. So shout out to the late great Ricardo Montalban. Dang, Mr. Theo, you threw me back with that one, Ricardo Montalban. I remember him when I was born in the late 80s. Man, he was that dude. He listen, I knew you could tell first of all, let me just go. My first introduction to Ricardo Montalban was Fantasy Island. But you could tell in the white suit, something was going on behind the white suit. You could tell. And when I seen the dude in the Wrath of Khan, I'm like, oh my God. I'm looking at William Shatner like, bro, in real life, this ain't finna go right. like Ricardo Montalban, he was one of them actors back in the day. You like, oh, so you in the weight room for real, huh? It ain't no joke with you, huh? You in there tossing it up for real. Like, low key, he looked bigger than me than George Reeves. Like, Ricardo Montalban looked like that dude that when he bench pressed, he ain't let it bounce off his chest. He just did like that. That's what he looked like. Y'all know that those of us that bench press, y'all get it on up there. But yeah, he don't look like that. That dude, his pectoral muscles was on swole. Rashad's corner. Women just want to see Henry Cavill as Superman for other reasons. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Listen, that's Superman. Ladies, go ahead and get your eye. He's supposed to look like that. Go ahead, ladies. Go. There you go. I'm not mad at that. I ain't mad at that. I look at Henry Cavill like that's how Superman's supposed to look. I need to go get in the gym. I like when dudes in action movies inspire me to go get in the gym. I like when dudes in action movies have me look at myself and like, Theo, you can really do better than what you're doing. Like, I like that. You the superhero. I shouldn't be looking at you on the screen and I'd be like, man, I probably beat that ass. Be who you supposed to be. Yeah, they did it in Wonder Woman 84, and we saw how that worked. I don't know one comic book fan that read Justice League International. Y'all stay with me here because I'm going to go somewhere. I don't know one comic book fan that read Justice League International. I'm talking about, we had Guy Gardner, what we had, the Soviet, red, whatever we had them. We had John Jones. That's when we found out he loved him some Oreo cookies. We did. We had Booster Gold. We had the Bawahaha era. We had Fire. We had Ice. We had Power Girl. We did. We remember Guy Slick Talking Bruce. And we remember Bruce One Hitter Quitter. That's still today, as far as I'm concerned, one of the greatest one punches in if not the greatest one punch in comic book history. Bruce laying out Guy Gardner. I don't know one of us, when they said Pedro Pascal was going to be Maxwell Lord, I don't know one person that was a fan of. I'm going back to folks that remember when Maxwell Lord killed Blue Beetle. I don't know one person said, oh yeah, that's it. Y'all got that one right. Yeah. Pedro Pascal, Maxwell Lord, absolutely. No. That casting was just as dumb then. And I like Pedro Pascal. I like what he did in what was it called? The Kingsman, the Golden Circle. I like that. Don't mean nothing. The all of us, the Last of Us and everything, heard he did some great work. I did. That casting as Maxwell Lord is just as ridiculous as him as Reed Richards. But hey, what I know. I didn't like him, but how well did Wonder Woman 84 do though? Rashard's Corner, I don't want to sound like a funny guy, but I've never seen a Superman that wasn't handsome. And the reason I raced to see Wonder Woman was surely because of the looks of Gal Gadot. I like Gal Gadot. That ain't Linda Carter. I like the casting this Wonder Woman. That's not Linda Carter. I'm back. I'm sorry. I was gone. I'm back though. They immediately showed Clark Kent with the shirt off in Man of Steel. They've never been a rendition of suits that Jack. We know why they did it. Yeah, man, shoot. So yeah, like I said, I don't know what he gonna do. Hey man, they done told you got it now, bro. You better go get in shape. And I don't know what you got to do, because look, you got to do the heavy lifting on the film. Like you the eye candy for the women. How tall is Joseph Quinn? Joseph Quinn, how tall are you? Because you got some work to do. Brought this dude over from Stranger Things. Oh, bruh, you 5'10", 3/4 of an inch. I'm Joseph. I am 180 right now at 5'8.5". I don't even want to tell you how much weight you got to put on to play this role. You got to be in the twos. You got to be in the twos. You got to be in the twos. You 5'10". I don't look big, and I'm 180. 180, 175. I don't look big. And you got to look bigger than me. You got to look impressive. When you take your shirt off, all the women got to say, oh, girl. Now, mind you, your action movie representation should go up, because after this movie, you should be casting quite a few. It's you. It ain't Reed. It ain't Pedro. It ain't Pedro. It ain't the dude that's finna be the thing. No, it's you. You finna do the heavy lifting. You finna be the one that's got the majority of the scenes with his shirt off. It's you. It's you. And if you ain't looking like how you supposed to look, the women coming to see you. If you finna hurt the female demographic ain't gonna be as big as it need to be if you ain't looking like how you supposed to look. I'm telling you, that's it. The male demographic, you done already pissed off people with Pedro Pascal. I don't even know what to tell you with that. Because y'all keep acting like everybody that read comics is open-minded. No, everybody that read comics is not open-minded, and you got some people not coming right now because you cast Pedro Pascal. I'm not here to tell you they right or they wrong. I'm just telling you I'm not for the race swapping, and that's exactly what you did. So when these YouTubers start snapping about Pedro Pascal being the latest race swap, just don't use the word woke. Just don't use the word woke. It's not woke. It's not woke. Don't use that. Race swap, say that all day long. But talk about woke politics and everything like that. If you got to use the word woke and politics in the same sentence, you don't know what the word woke means. I'm standing on that. Stop saying it. Matter of fact, I know this is wrong, but I'm just going to, because I know two wrongs don't make a right. But I feel like I got to just say that. If you white, check with a black person and ask them what the word woke means. Then, if you are unable to use that word in its proper context going forward, find another word. Find another word, because I'm telling y'all really do be pissing me off. And some of y'all too damn old, and I'm looking at some of y'all right now while I'm doing this. When I say I'm looking at you, I see you in front of me right now. And you know who you are. Black YouTubers don't call you on it. I don't have a problem with it. I don't. Stop using it. Stop using it. Like I said, I low-key feel like you're being a bigot when you do it because you should know better. No, stop. That ain't no different than wanting to call a fade the damn Travis Kelce. Stop. It's insensitive. It's insulting. And it tells me exactly who you are, and I think less of you when you do it. I'm just psychologically, I'm wired that way. So just wanna, I ain't want to go there, but that's all she did. Who asked for the medal with her backstory? You can't save it over the weekend. You can't. You got people who had to work on February 14th. They already getting the reviews. So if you thought about taking your lady to go see Madam Web, because it is a female-driven movie, you're not. You just finna go take her to go do something else. That's what that is. Well, you ain't finna go buy no Madam Web merch. There is no merch for you to buy. So you can't help the movie that way either. So there's no merch to buy over the weekend. There's no interest in the movie. So it's just finna sit there, which is crazy. It's finna sit there. And I don't know if there's another movie out right now for it to compete against, but on a weekend where there is no football, your stiffest competition is college basketball. That movie is finna sit there and do absolutely no numbers. None. There is no excitement around this movie. Movie critics aren't lauding the movie. They don't want to bash the movie, but truth hurts, as Usher would say. Well, there's no comic book for this movie. Comic books came out yesterday, which would have been, there was no Madam Web one shot. There is no Madam Web limited series. There's nothing to garner your interest in the movie, nor keep your interest in this movie. And I don't work for a movie company, and I knew that going in. Like, that's that. So here we go. Damn, where do I apply? Damn, like damn, where do I apply? Where do the people that's got some like, you can't keep wanting to lose money like that. Like I just know that can't be the goal, right? That can't be the goal. That can't be. On Afro, I remember before the X-Men movie was released, there was a movie comic adaptation and 3 one-shots. Yes, you build up hype for the movie. Nobody did anything for this movie. So when I sit up here, Fantastic Four, okay. You got to write a story. I don't trust the story you're going to write. What story has Marvel Studios written in the past 3 years that made sense? I'll wait. Okay, sit that all to the side, because that's just the movie side of it. Let me get to the characterization. I just told you how I feel about the characters. The Thing is it. I think that's where we at, the Thing. Because, oh boy, like I said, Joseph Quinn, my dog got a lot of working out to do. Joseph Quinn, my dog got some working out to do. He 5'10", 3/4 of an inch. Think about what I just said. Mike Tyson was 5'10". Just think about what I just said. Mike Tyson was 5'10". And he ain't got to be as big as Mike Tyson, but he can't really be far off. Not if you look at Chris Evans, and not if you look at Michael B. Jordan. Look at what they look like. Okay, he got a lot of working out to do. Now, I think it'll pay off in the long run for his acting career. I do. But he got a lot of working out to do. That's the sexy flexy of the movie. Okay, well, where the merch at? Don't nobody need to look at me about nothing. I got Fantastic Four action figures. I even got a separate pair of arms for Mr. Fantastic, because the one that I got, he just came with the stretchy fingers. No, I needed his arms to stretch too. So I got the blue arms. I'm just gonna paint them black and then paint the gloves blue. But I'm straight. I got 2 Johnny Storm action figures. I'm straight. I got 2 Sue Richards action figures. The one in the costume and the one that's invisible. I'm straight. I got a Thing action figure. I'm good. Okay. Well, who want them in them blue and white costumes that look like that with the cargo paint? Yeah, I know they're going to be MCU accurate. And you know I prefer MCU costume designs over the comic book. I'm not moved by that. I don't know who walk around in white boots anyway. Who walk around in white boots that's going to be dirty as soon as you put them on? Who using white gloves as soon as you put them on, they going to be dirty? They could have done a Jessica Drew story. Yeah, they could have. Theo, riddle me this. Where are all the ugly, not ugly, but ugly superheroes? Ain't no ugly superhero. Ain't none. Ain't what? But they didn't look like that in X-Men, just the movie with Jean Grey, the Phoenix thing, Tramp Jansen. But and I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying this, but you know, some of them mutants don't really look attractive. I don't know. They don't really look attractive. And I was thinking about the 2 little boys, one of them that he could steal your powers, and I don't think he really, but never mind, I ain't gonna do that. That's why they love to keep them masks off. How many shots of Chadwick was mad? Boy, look. I mean, when you look good, though, when you look good, you look good. I mean, when you look good, you look good. You know, I ain't mad at that. I ain't, don't really, you look good. Shout out to Ryan Reynolds for keeping his mask on all the time, but look good. Sure he doesn't even have her own helmet like her own brother. No, which is crazy. I laughed at that. I was like, she didn't come with the little inexpensive mask. They did not make the inexpensive mask that they made for T'Challa, the one that's like half with the strap. They didn't do that for Shuri. They did that for Riri, which was crazy because that wasn't Riri's film. That was Shuri's film. But they didn't do that. Now, mind you, Not only that, but they did not make the full helmet size. But like I said, I would have got it. I think it would have been something great for our daughters to have. As a matter of fact, when I think about our daughters and everything like that, there's really not that much cosplay activity for our daughters. Masks that they could put on. I'm not real sure they do a great job of it with the Power Rangers. I know the Red Ranger has a helmet. I know they have a Green Ranger helmet for Tommy. I know they have a White Ranger helmet. These are helmets that you can put on your head. Magneto has a helmet. Snake Eyes has a helmet. Master Chief has a helmet. So they are there. That to me would have been, and I get it, but I'm telling you that I'm not that guy that would have had an axe to grind and would have been like, oh, I'm just gonna not buy it because it's female. No, it's Black Panther lore. I can feel how I feel about the movie, but because I understand the significance of that character, I have daughters. I am married to a woman. I would have bought $120. I would have bought it, and it would have been, they've been Black Panthers at the same time. So that's poignant to me. That means something to me. So I would have had both the male and female Black Panther helmet on my desk. They missed it. They missed it. Stop doing Spider-Man villain or character movies without Spider-Man. If they're gonna do Madam Web, that really should have been a Disney Plus series. Of course, it wouldn't have did well then, because who knows and or cares about Madam Web's backstory? Jennifer Lawrence with her Mystique character interpretation was everything. Been a Mystique fan since day one. I don't know if I can say the same for the Storm film interpretation. I like Jennifer Lawrence. I like Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique. X-Men First Class, I did. I like who they had as Emma Frost. Matter of fact, she's my favorite Emma Frost, because I felt like that was the only one that looked like Emma Frost was supposed to look. What's her name? January Jones? That's crazy that I still remember her name, because like it ain't like I didn't seen her anyplace else. It ain't like I didn't see her in any other role since X-Men the First Class. That name, wow. What's her name? January Jones? Wow. I seen Emma Frost before. That's the first comic book accurate adaptation of Emma Frost, because I didn't so that's Emma Frost. Wow. Like, I don't know who y'all gonna cast next as Emma Frost, but if we can sit up here and say Jennifer Lawrence, I think that's what we said. Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique, yeah, you don't. Well, you at the very least, if you can't bring Jennifer Lawrence back as Mystique, she better look somewhat similar, built somewhat similar to Jennifer Lawrence. Same difference. January Jones. Okay, well, because watch this. We did this last night. Okay. Who's our iconic portrayal of Mystique? We probably gonna say it's Jennifer Lawrence. The most iconic portrayal of Mystique is Jennifer Lawrence. It's been more than one. Well, There's been more than one Emma Frost, and January Jones is the most iconic performance of Emma Frost that we have. Still waiting on Jericho drum. Yes. Yeah. You know, low key, they say the dude showed up. I think it was his brother showed up in the first Doctor Strange movie. Shooty doesn't even have her own Black Panther helmet. Like, no, she does not. Rashad's Corner. They'll do anything to cash in a few chips, starting to think they don't care if superhero film does a litter everywhere. They just want to see if they can make a couple of dollars. Give me 1 second. Jalea. My fault, y'all. My fault. I'm back. Had to go see about the princess. Make it do what it do. I'm back. I'm back. Had to go make sure the princess was all right and everything like that. Higher Learning was a woke movie. Higher Learning, thank you, was a woke movie. See, if you a YouTuber, I'm trying to help y'all out because I promise I'm looking at some of y'all right now. Higher Learning was a woke movie. That was a She-Hulk was not a woke TV series. She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, had nothing to do with being woke. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. It had Higher Learning, that had something to do with being woke. Like I said, that's what that was. That's what that was. School Day, you might not have seen it because that's for us. That was a woke. Do the Right Thing. You might not have seen it. Spike Lee joint. Woke movie. What y'all talking about? That's not woke. And y'all don't have any idea what woke is because what y'all like, what's the word that we like saying? When we say people like taking our stuff, I can't think of the word right now. Y'all gonna be and told me though. The people like taking our stuff and just running away with it. I like Rebecca's Mystique character in these firearms though. I like Rebecca Mornay as Mystique too. I just prefer Jennifer Lawrence. I ain't lying. Hey, Mr. Theo, I won't be taking that bet. I'm not that crazy. In years, there are going to be case studies in business. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. They did have it in merch, speaking on the Fantastic car. Do they have it now, Nico? Do you understand what I meant when I said, or you just talking to be heard? What's gonna move the movie merch wise, Nico? I be trying to tell people all the time. Are you talking? Are you listening to understand? Are you listening to respond? Because I keep saying it, you're not paying attention. And I like I said, I low key believe some stuff is contagious. It's like I'm telling you what the point is, but you own the video trying to make your own point about the Fantastic car. What have I been alluding to that you're not grabbing, that you're not grasping? You young. What's my point? Here we go. I do it like this because you're not the only one on this live. To everybody that's rocking with me like I'm rocking with them, like I'm rocking with them, like they rock with me, what was my whole point in regards to the Fantastic Four car, the Fantastic car? Because I see one of us is off topic. So when I mentioned the Fantastic car and how it pertains to merch, what was my reason for doing so? Because boy, look, you're gonna keep on. Dead Presidents is another underrated woke movie. I thought about that. In the future, there are going to be business school case studies on how the MCU messed up a winning. My grandma used to say it all the time. Boy, be seen, not heard. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. You got indigenous representation with Wyatt. When Reed formed the Future Foundation, he recruited a young Wakanda prodigy, Akome. There's your T'Challa film connection. This stuff writes itself. Thank you. You sound like you read, you and Afro. Y'all sound like y'all read comics. Y'all read comics. Y'all sound like y'all read. Might y'all be comic book fans? Y'all sound like comic book fans. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Empty diversity instead of real representation. Facts. It's the more I listen to this stuff, the more I read this stuff, the more I've come to the conclusion that Kevin Feige, he got a big ego. You got a big ego. You got a big ego. Yeah, walk like this. Yeah, he got a big ego. First, you're not satisfied with winning, and you're winning. Avengers 1, 2, Captain America, Winter Soldier, Iron Man, Thor. I think we could, Iron Man 2. Because we being real right here. Iron Man 2, yeah. Iron Man 3, wow. But the first Iron Man movie, absolutely. Well, I think what you wound up happening, I got to be the smartest guy in the room. And it ain't just the talk. It's the action behind it. I don't want to hire comic book fans because you want your vision to shine through. It's not the vision of the writers who have written the comic books, nor the creators of the comic book company. We're not concerned about their vision. We want your vision, and we take your vision and we use it to establish your universe. He's not satisfied with the 1999. No, he wants it to be the 616. And watch this. You can tell to me who all has bought into that because they literally refer to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as the 616. No, it's not. It's the 1999. And when I watch y'all and I listen to y'all, and that's what y'all refer to it as, the 616, you just told me you're a Marvel stan. You just told me you're a Marvel stan. You can tell people you're a comic book fan, but a comic book fan is never going to refer to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as the 616. No, it's 1999. Go watch the videos and you'll see who all do it. Okay, well, that's your Marvel stand. Okay. Well, your Marvel stand not going to tell you when you're going wrong. Don't care. At the end of the day, your Marvel stand just wants to be in with Marvel. I don't care about being in with Marvel. I care about Marvel being successful. Let me say that one more time. I do not care about being in with Marvel because low key, I never saw me working for Marvel because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not the one Marvel would be interested in because I'm not interested in pushing an agenda. There are certain things that are near and dear to me as a comic book fan that Marvel Comics has shown me they're not interested in. Now, are they trying to reverse course? Aurora and T'Challa would be married if I'm working at Marvel. I don't think you want that. Aurora and T'Challa would be with child. I don't think you want that. Aurora and T'Challa, I would spin that story for where that child is no different than Franklin Richards. I don't think you want that because I believe that makes you uncomfortable. Stuff that I'm comfortable with, a Caucasian child being viewed as the next Messiah, to me, that's fiction. It's not an indication of the real world. Me being seen as a Messiah to some people is an indication of what the real world could be, and that frightens them. You don't want me writing that story. You don't want me writing that story. So I get it. Chris Hemsworth in Thor 1, when the director asked him to go shortlist, he's like, hell yeah, I spent months. Well, yeah. Yes. No different than we in boot camp. We in boot camp 3 months. Oh, the last month, we trying to get in trouble. We try. You say you're going to punish me physically. You're going to make me do some bends and thrusts, some push-ups, some side straddle hop. Okay, I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm late. I didn't show up the formation late. The drill instructor was like, y'all not slick. We not bending y'all no more. Drill instructors caught on. They like, nah, we not doing. Y'all getting in trouble for the fun. Now y'all trying to get right before y'all go home. No. He wasn't wrong either. Got to get, yeah, you got to give the people what they want. You got to. If not, we'll go get it from somewhere else. We'll go get it from somewhere else. Theo, you never supposed to stop and dream of Gail Gadot that long. That's my job. It wasn't Gail Gadot. That was Linda Carter. I wasn't thinking about Gail Gadot that long. That was me thinking about Linda Carter. And the thing about it is, those that's my age, they gonna get it when I say it. We had so much to think about back then. We had Linda Carter. We had Lonnie Anderson. We had Get Christy Love. We had Charlie's Angels. We had Soul Train. Watch this. Yeah, we had Solid Gold. And boy, look, Showtime at the Apollo. Oh, I was always there. And they used to, back then, they don't really do them now. It's either they don't do them now, or I didn't grew past that phase. But they used to have some of the most loveliest centerfolds back in the day. Like, so Gail Gadot, I like me some Gail Gadot, but Gail Gadot can't hold a candle to Linda Carter. The only reason why I watched Wonder Woman, the second one, is because somebody told me Linda Carter was in it. None I remember. But Wahaha era was great. Rest in peace, Keith Giffen. Absolutely, absolutely. Pedro was a great antagonist opposite Denzel and Equalizer 2. That's true. You said that. See, you ain't wrong. He did that. He did that now. Hey, Pedro, you did that one now. We ain't saying you ain't no good actor. That ain't what we saying. That ain't what we saying. For me, Gail was missing that 4-piece wing thigh combo comment. To the and I get it, but to the producers, editors, directors, I think y'all need to hear this, and it might come across some type of way, but what us fellas are saying is that we want the same thing that the women get. That's all we saying. That's all we saying, and you haven't given it to us. You like Theo, you haven't. You've been shirking. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do it like them. Help you out. Ladies, fellas, everybody feel free to participate. Thank you for Scarlett Johansson. Thank you. Appreciate that. Good looking. Good looking. Good looking. I'm gonna start right. Thank you for Peggy Carter. Good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good looking. Good looking. Thank you for the Dora Milaje. Appreciate it. Good looking. Like, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for Tiana Paris. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good looking. You see why I didn't stop that? Well, you know what? People feel some type of way, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyway. They can feel. Thank you for Brie Larson. Thank you. I'm done. That's my eye candy for the MCU, for me. So what did I just say? Well, it's Tiana Paris and Brie Larson. Well, they not in that many movies. They not. And you're not really giving me stuff where they're eye candy for me. I got to look at Chris Evans' whole naked upper torso. I got to look at Chris Hemsworth's whole body. I'm not getting this. I'm not getting this. I'm not getting this. And it's real easy for me. A little bit of cleavage. I ain't got to see no naked breast. I don't. Just a little bit of cleavage. The Dora Milaje, you had them right there. All them assets in place, and you got cloth hanging over. Cleavage, assets, I don't get to see nothing. But I can look at Chris. I don't want to look at Chris. Chris Evans don't do nothing for me except make me feel like I need to go work out. Well, I ain't heard one woman yet say she felt the pressure to work out based on what she saw in the MCU. You got dudes talking about we feeling pressure. We either feeling pressure or we looking at stuff we don't want to see. Our women ain't feeling that way. They going in the movie theater like, oh, girl, look. And then they looking at us sideways talking about why you don't look like that. I've never, as a dude, been able to look at my woman and say, why you don't look like that? We got Professor Film in the building. What's going on, Professor Film? What's going on? Oh, what's going on? More like Madam. What? If you saw the premiere pictures, you would think that it was the Madam Fleiss movie. Like they were selling something. Listen, I can't even tell you who the villain is. I could, but for what? I was waiting for this comment. I know at these days I was debating on how I was gonna say it. I mean, you know, when sexy appeal doesn't equal money, yeah, I need that. DC, we just gonna have to fight over Gal Gadot. Yeah, y'all gonna have to. Yeah, y'all enjoy the fight though. Linda, I'm with you. I'm with you. I still like Gal. I just need a little something extra. I mean, I like her, but you know, I am from Georgia, so collard greens and cornbread fed down here. That's where I'm at with it. Like, to me, Gail just need a couple more biscuits. It's me. Just need a couple more biscuits. But Theo, I also have a deep Jennifer Lawrence bias too. She nice. She nice. She nice. I put Jennifer Lawrence in that category where it's like, you wouldn't be surprised if a brother hollered at her. You wouldn't be surprised if a brother hollered at her, and you wouldn't be surprised if she hollered back. You'd be like, okay, get that, understand it. January is mostly known for Mad Men. She is. But we could definitely bring her back as Emma Frost though. That's all I'm saying. Rebecca Romijn is the best Mystique. That's an opinion, and you're not wrong for saying that. I prefer the other young lady. I like what she did as Mystique. I did. I prefer Jennifer Lawrence. That's me. I like Rebecca as Mystique. Character needs firearms though. Does need firearms. I ain't mad at her. I just, like I said, y'all not wrong. I just prefer Jennifer Lawrence. No notification, but we here. Yeah, I thought, damn, my bad. And I tell them, cultural appropriation, gentrifying. Thank y'all. Y'all said cultural appropriation, gentrifying. Yeah, man, gentrifying the damn thing, man. I don't want to take damn something like, and be using it. Be using it proudly. I ain't in woke politics. woke agenda with having the women. Shut up. Having a female-led movie ain't got a damn thing to do with being woke. And making characters LGBTQ+. They ain't got a damn thing to do with being woke. Stop that. Woke ain't got a damn thing to do with the LGBTQ+. Stop that. Get on my damn, boy, look. Get your own. Let's just get your own. When y'all got something, we don't change the definition of it to fit what we doing. We just take what y'all doing, and I can't help we like country music. We not finna take country music and call it, watch this. We not finna take country music and call it hood country. We not. It's country music. Country music. It's what that is. Country. Now we might, cause we cause we different. It's still country music. Ain't nobody finna take country music and try and make it a black thing. It's country music. You either like it or you don't. Leave. So thank you so much for that, Steve. Thank you so much for that. Cultural appropriation and gentrifying. That's exactly what it is. Thank y'all. So matter of fact, I didn't write this down because I don't be wanting to forget stuff. Because my mind ain't what it is, what I want it to be all the time. I'll be forgetting stuff. So yeah, let me put this down on my notepad because see here, right here. So we just gonna make sure we get this right. So what we say, gentrifying? Yeah, we're gonna say gentrifying. If I can figure out how to work this daggum thing. There we go. We say gentrifying. What it is, I got a new phone, and you know the most frustrating thing is trying to figure out how to work a new phone. Gentrifying and culture appropriation. That said, now I want to make sure we remember something here. While we talking, because we talking big, we talking big. Okay, this October, you watch who you cosplaying as. this October, don't be that person that talks some big talk on some videos and everything like that. And this October, you in whiteface. Okay, all right. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. What's going on? Soul Star Sketch of Art. What's going on? What's going on, man? We in here. We in here. We in here. What are the odds? Student of the game, man. I love this brother right here. Y'all got to go check him out on my brother on TikTok and everything like that, because he be dropping some crazy stuff in regards to sport analogy. What are the odds of T'Challa being reintroduced in the MCU in Fantastic Four? Like, was it? You want to put a case of Dr. Pepper on it? I got a case of Dr. Pepper saying no, that ain't what's gonna happen. You want to put it, because watch this. Timeline wise, if they doing that back in the day, that's got to be T'Chaka. And I can't recall T'Chaka having a run in with the FF. I can't. And based on the way they do it, so if they do it where the FF was missing, like this, they break this movie up into two fragments where they started off in the past, get lost, now they in the future. It's gonna be with TJ. That's what they want. T'Challa's offspring. That's what everybody pushing. So I got a case of Dr. Pepper on it that it don't take place. I like having, friendly bets and everything. Solid gold, solid gold, solid gold. I remember almost every actress who could sing had a music special. Linda had several of them. I'm just gonna say that's my Wonder Woman. I'm just gonna say that's my Wonder Woman. Even in video games today, like Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, they somehow managed to make all the men masked in boxes while also refusing to put Harley in a corset. The thinking is back. That all I'm saying is, listen, listen. That's why I like the comic books. If she thick, she thick. If she's supposed to be thin, she thin. Just give me the comic books. Give me the comic books, and then watch this. Shout out to Metaverse Customs and everything like that. Y'all get with the dude. He's Metaverse Customs, located on Instagram and everything like that. I love what the brother does, because I'm not even limited to what Marvel, to what Hasbro gives me when it comes to their female action figure. So if your female action figure is missing what she's supposed to have, y'all shout out Metaverse Customs. Y'all hit up Metaverse Customs. Tell him I sent you. It ain't gonna do nothing. But at least he know it's folks that's rocking with him, because I think that's the biggest thing when you out here in the world, is knowing that people actually see the work that you do and appreciate the work that you do. And I want that brother to know that folks see him and appreciate him. So if your females are lacking certain assets per se, Metaverse Custom, let them know. Rock with me nation. We see him out here. We do, because we do. We see him out here and we appreciate the work they're doing. Madam Web is fitting to release on Valentine's Day. It means everybody forgets all about the next day. I don't even know if I don't know if Madam Web could make you. I think Madam Web would make you think about the fact that you just spent you some money. I don't know if it's gonna make you forget the next day. I think it's gonna make you think about that money you spent. Yep, a few biscuits, coleslaw, bad beans, rice, cornbread. What'd you say, Gray? Jennifer versus Rebecca, who wins? Fans do. Like that, I don't know how you lose in that. Jennifer Lawrence, Mystique, Rebecca Romaine. I'm ready for that multiverse tag team up right there. I'm not even tripping on that one. Can we get both of them? Can we get both of them? That's all I'm asking. Can we get both of them? That's all I'm asking. That's this. Could you imagine for 1 second? First and foremost, we sitting up here talking about Rebecca and Jennifer Lawrence, Rebecca Romaine and Jennifer Lawrence. First of all, the character Mystique, she's a lesbian. Stay with me here. How bad is Destiny? And when I say how bad that, because we don't have a live action version of Destiny. But if I look at the House of X, the Destiny that we got back in the day was like old Destiny. But Destiny, young Destiny, oh my good God Almighty Jesus. Oh, Lord have mercy. Destiny a baddie too. So yeah, we all winning. We all winning. Yeah, man. Listen, man, you earned it, man. I see what you be doing, man, and I love it. I ain't gonna lie. I love it. I be like, low key, I need to be not for me personally, but be on TikTok more, because you be asking some stuff, and I be like, yeah, he got a point. So if for nothing else, I need to be on TikTok more to enjoy your content. So no, the thanks are all mine. Can't stand that 60s idea. It's an old storyline that's been floating around the studio. Listen, I'm gonna let them be great on that. Live action Mystique and Destiny would be fun to see. Yes, sir. Because I'm sitting up here like this. I'm not losing either way, because if you got Rebecca Romaine on screen and her love interest is Destiny, well, you're not finna have a female that's unattractive. I don't think Rebecca Romaine finna have you pair her up with an unattractive woman. Okay, well, now I got Jennifer Lawrence. I don't think Jennifer Lawrence finna have her love interest be unattractive. Okay, well, I ain't gonna lie. I know they lesbians. I do. And I ain't tripping on that. I ain't looking for either one of them to be in a relationship with no dude. I am here for the relationship though. as Soul Star would say, I'm waiting, I'm sitting up here because I'm like, as a dude, it's just certain things I'm looking for. Based on Irene, Destiny, her costume, her outfit, every dude is gonna understand me when I say this. She got to be caked up and caked out. Yeah, yeah. You got her wearing thigh-high boots and a one piece. That's the comic book character. Okay, well, I know you're not gonna do that costume like that because that's just wrong. It ain't wrong, but it's wrong. It's gonna look, visually speaking. But anyway, because that's what that is, and we know that's how that character is. Oh yeah. And I don't watch this. This me. I don't know what you finna do with. I don't know what you finna do with Destiny. She got to be caked up and caked out. She's a European Caucasian female. At the very least, she's a C cup. We know because we comic book fans, and you got dudes looking at me right now that don't look like me. Like yeah, he right. He right. At the very least, she is C cup and she is caked up and caked out. She is. Where you gonna what with how? What? You're not ready to do that. Y'all ain't finna do that. Y'all ain't finna do that. We know y'all not finna do that. I'm not even finna get my hopes up for that. You're not finna do that. You low key don't want the Doors. You don't. You don't. Regardless of how any male like me feels, you should always be able to get us, if nothing else, come see the. You got how many black women in a movie, and you can't get black males to come see it? You're doing something wrong. Let me say that one more time. You got a plethora of attractive black women in one movie, and you can't get black males to come watch it. It's safe to say you did something horrifically wrong. That shouldn't even be possible. Y'all want to call us misogynistic. Well, back in the day, you used to call us dogs. And do you know what dogs would be inclined to do? Go anywhere they see a plethora of females they are attracted to. That should have been Black Panther 2. That was an easy sale. That was an easy sale. And you, how you got that wrong, I have no idea. You had Angela Bassett. Say right there. Angela Bassett. You had Lupita Nyong'o. Stay right there. You had Angela Bassett and Lupita Nyong'o. Danielle Gaeta. I think I'm pronouncing her name right. I'm mentioning them three names. Oh, my bad. Oh, good God Almighty. I ain't finna do that. No. The young lady that plays Ayo, Florence Kasumba, you had thickness personified in the movie with just them names I mentioned. Thickness. I was supposed to want to come see that movie off GP. Me and the fellas was supposed to go see that movie and not have gave two damns about the plot. Mystique had a wild Bonnie and Clyde relationship with Logan. They tried to murk it. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, I don't know how you messed that up. That's easy. That was easy money. But because watch this. Do you know why men, do you know why men go so hard for the Snyderverse cut over the regular cut? Do you know why? I'm talking Hollywood. Do you know why? Do you know why we go so hard for the first Wonder Woman movie? Heterosexual men. Because they didn't care. Whatever we liked as men, they put it on them as scary. They didn't run away from it. She got thighs, show it. She got cleavage, show it. Her arms on swole, show it. They didn't care. That scene where the Amazons were protecting the mother box and everything like that. I was visually satisfied. I was visually satisfied in a way. Them Amazon sex appeal plus good comic storyline equal win-win. Them Amazon were true. Yep. I was satisfied in ways that I have as of yet to be satisfied with Wakanda. Or the daughter Malaje. Amazon's handle business, yes. And see what the folks in the chat talking about. I ain't even talking about that. I'm just looking at the visual aesthetic. It's one particular blonde that I'm looking at right now is Amazon. She had the little helmet on and everything like that. She had them cannons. Good God Almighty, geez, she was thick as all outside. And they had a dark skinned sister on there too. Good. I didn't get that. I didn't get that. So that's what I'm looking at in regards to y'all. Y'all need to make sure us fellas got what we wanted. And I don't think y'all care about that. So good luck. We started this video off. We were talking about Madam Web, Wyatt Febb. Hey, you ain't promote the movie right. You just threw the movie out there, lame duck movie and everything. So you got what you got. Okay, well, here we are. Fantastic forecasting. I think there could have been a better job done with the casting, especially when you consider who's supposed to move the needle in regards to fans. Well, who you need to move the needle for me as a dude is the fantastic. I'm not coming. It's an MCU thing, so I'm not going anyway. They would have to recast T'Challa first for me to even be interested in it. But once again, I say here, and I'm not knocking the young lady, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Vanessa Kirby and Joseph Quinn are your eye candy for this movie. That visually speaking, that's it. That's the eye candy. She's going to be the eye candy for the dudes. He's going to be the eye candy for the women. Can they pull it off? I don't know. As it stands right now, she looks like more like a high fashion, high end runway model as opposed to a MILF. Right now, he looks like the average Joe. But we just got the casting. Now, so what do I think is going to happen? Well, he either going to do one or two things. He either going to go in the gym and get geeked up, right? Or he going to do what some folks have done and not give two damns. One or the other. She is who she is. That is what that is. The most we would be looking at her doing is going to add some weight, but add weight where to do what? Because if she put on weight, then she's going to be getting yoked up like old girl was for Thor: Love and Thunder. No, that's what that is. That's exactly what that is. So I don't know. Hey, this is where we at. This is what y'all did. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about Marvel. Y'all like it? Director, writer, producer. Well, hopefully the fans love it because that's who you need. But based on what you got going on right now, based on your writing style, the fact that you want to make this a period piece, even if you break this movie up into two halves, you have not demonstrated an ability to write continuity like you're supposed to. Good luck. Good luck. Like I said, I do have a bet on it that I don't believe they're going, and they should. This bet should be easy for anybody that takes it because the movie ain't in production yet. But I don't believe I got a case of cherry Dr. Pepper for anybody that want to take it. I do not believe they will reference the original Human Torch in the movie. I don't. I don't. So we're gonna make it do what it's gonna do from there. They must have the script done already for it to be next year. See? You see what I'm saying? Like I said. Now, watch this. Who's the villain? You ain't been able to get Thanos cinematically correct. It could be the Mole Man, but no, you ain't talked about that one either. You gonna go with Dr. Doom right off the rip? Wow. Gonna ruin them characters right off the rip, huh? Not tell them, yeah, the Western AAA video game industry has really taken that concept to the extreme. So yeah. It's a period piece. I think they've already dug themselves a hole. If you are in the action figures, they've dropped Fantastic Four action figures. Quite a few. They just dropped a new a new Reed Richards Fantastic Four action figure, if I'm not mistaken, but it came with a lab coat. So I don't know how many times you do this. If it's next year, so we're talking 2025, you're looking at Hasbro putting out another line of action figures. I don't believe it's gonna move the needle. I do not believe it's gonna move the needle. I don't know who else needs a thing action figure. They just dropped a brand new, I want to say Mesco Reed Richards Fantastic Four action figure, and a Sue Storm action figure. So I don't see where the desire for the merch is gonna come in at to help save the movie, which is why I was trying to say earlier, Nico missed it. You're gonna need to put the Fantastic Four car out there. You're gonna need to. You're gonna need to put, and it better be for a 6-inch figure. Nobody's gonna be pressed if that car is for a 4-inch figure. You need it for the 6-inch figure. Nobody's gonna be pressed. Yes, people will buy the Lego set. They will. That's one of your most popular selling items when it comes to merch. Lego sets. No, the action figures are not going to be enough. You're going to need the vehicle. You're going to need the vehicle, and you're going to need some action figures that can go along with the Fantastic Four. Maybe a Mole Man action figure or Mole Man 2-pack or something, 3-pack, where you got 3 Mole Men with him and everything like that. Maybe a Frightful Four. You're going to need because I don't know who they're going up against, but you need a Frightful Four. I don't think we got a Wizard done right. Let me see. Electro. Maybe they could throw in another. We talked about Black Panther. Maybe that would be a prime opportunity for them to throw in either another Black Panther action figure. Don't need it. Or a Claw action figure. We need an updated Claw action figure, so that would be nice. Maybe they could put Sandman in his Frightful Four costume, where he could assume different aesthetics when it came to his sand-based ability. Because while I like the latest Sandman action figure, there are some people out there who aren't Sandman action figures. Maybe with this particular wave, we can finally finish the Inhuman wave up, because all we got right now is Medusa, Black Bolt, and Karnak. God knows we need to hurry up and finish that wave. So when you look at the movie in and of itself, it's not just the movie. That's production. What's going on with the marketing to help push the movie across the finish line. And when it comes to this movie, I do not believe the costume design is going to be enough. I do not believe the story is going to be enough. And I do not believe the merch as it stands right now is enough to do for Marvel what this movie needs to do. You better hurry up and figure it out. This channel, it ain't like some other channels where we just be bashing, just bash you, just to bash you. No, you can consider this, if you are the MCU, you can consider this your constructive criticism channel. Not just criticizing, but constructive criticism. You can have pride and ego all day, but I want to spend some money. The folks on this channel want to spend some money. They want to spend some money on the MCU. Low key, we prefer the MCU over the DCU. We do. But what we're not going to do is just keep paying for crap. We're going to tell you how to get it right. You don't want to get it right, that's on you. But this channel, with the MCU, Kevin Feige, Nate Moore, yeah, I give you a ton of flack. But it's constructive at the end of the day. Put your pride to the side. Put your ego to the side. You don't want to listen. You want to do what you want to do. Well, you doing what you want to do is costing, not me. You doing what you want to do has been costing your investors money for over 5 years. You want to keep your job. You want to be known as that dude that was making it do what it was doing. My suggestion to you is simple. You ain't got to like the comics. You ain't got to like the comics. You don't. You want to keep your job. You want to keep that lifestyle that you got going on and everything like that. You want your legacy to be written a certain way when it comes to movies going forward, because right now your legacy ain't looking too good. It started off looking good, but your legacy, the way it's trending, you are going to be remembered as the group of people that destroyed superhero movies. That's the way you're trending. So if you want that trend to change directions, you ain't got to like superhero movies. You ain't got to pick up one damn comic book. You don't. You need to start hiring people that do. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Listen, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Oh, man, my phone going off.